All right, welcome to week 14 of the NFL. I have some pretty interesting picks this week. Last week pretty much crushed it. Besides the Raiders getting screwed in the end and the Steelers winning by one. Other than that, it was a pretty good week. So this week's picks are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be rooting for teams I normally don't root for. Anyways, first game we have is Ravens and the Browns. Cleveland's favored by 3. I mean, you think they'd easily be able to cover, but I'm going to pick the Ravens, even though I'm more of a Browns fan. I'm picking the Ravens again. Hopefully they don't let me down. Next game, Jaguars and Titans. Titans are favored by 8.5. Now, I think that's an easy win for the Titans and the covers, but I think Trevor Lawrence and the Jags will put up a pretty good fight. Raiders and Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 10. But for some reason, I think the Raiders are ticked off from last week, so I think they're going to cover and possibly win. So my pick is the Chiefs, but Raiders to cover. And side bet, wink, wink, possibly win. Saints and the Jets. Saints are favored by 5.5 points. Saints are a better team than the Jets. But for some reason, I will be picking the Jets. Safe play is to pick the Saints for 5.5. But I will personally be picking the Jets. I like to live dangerously sometimes, you know. So, Cowboys and Washington. Now, I don't know why everyone's picking Washington. Like, I'm a Washington fan through and through. Like, I root for them every time. But the past 2 weeks, they barely beat Seattle, barely beat the Raiders. And I think Cowboys are going to destroy Washington. You know, if it wasn't for the Zebras, you know, it'd be a different ballgame. Next game, we got Falcons and the Panthers. Carolina's favored by 2.5. Now, I always pick the Panthers. For some reason, I like the Panthers. Some reason, I like Cam Newton. If Cam Newton would shave that head and stop worrying about what you look like and worry about the play on the field, I mean, it might be a whole different ballgame. But I'm picking Falcons this week. I think they can get a dub here. So my pick's the Falcons. Seattle and the Texans. Seattle's favored by 8.5. Now this is a game where I think that Texans can actually win. I mean, it's kind of funny because, you know, they have they're 2-10, but I'm picking the Seahawks. They had a great game last week. Nobody thought they were going to win. So I'm picking the Seahawks. But the coverage is a little iffy. I think Texans can hang in there. Lions and Broncos. Everyone's betting the Broncos. Broncos have a 10.5 point advantage. But I'm going 2 weeks in a row, bro. I'm going Lions to cover and Lions to wink, wink, possibly win. I think they got a taste of the first victory and they're going to want to do it again. Next game, we have Giants and Chargers. Chargers are favored by 10 points. For some reason, Giants like to cover and always upset teams. Giants are 4-8, and they're still a pretty good, decent team. But I'm going to go Chargers here, and I think Giants cover that 10 points. We'll see, though, but I pick Chargers to win. And cover, but I still think the Giants can win. Or cover. Next game, 49ers and Bengals. San Francisco is favored by 1.5. I know everyone's on the Bengals fan, and they are a really good team. I just think 49ers are starting to play some good ball. So I'm going to pick the 49ers, which that will be my iffy pick of the week. Gut says Bengals, but I'm going to pick the 49ers. Bills and Buccaneers. Tampa's favored by 3.5. If the Patriots can beat the Bills, the Bucs can beat the Bills. So I'm going Buccaneers. Smart play here is the Bills, because they don't want to lose, how many in a row. And they are fighting for first place. So, but I still think Bucs win. My pick's the Bucs. Bears and Packers. Green Bay's favored by 12.5 points. I think the Bears can actually hang in there and actually have a good game this week. But I'm picking Packers to win. I'm just not sure about the spread. I think Bears might actually score a few more touchdowns than they expect. But Packers. And Monday night. And again, if you win off using my bets, I will put my tip jar and my Cash App. Money sign Big Perk 12. Hit me up, bro. I don't need money. But I do this for fun. Rams and Cardinals. Now, oh man. I did a video last night saying the Rams, but I kind of want to switch back to the Cardinals. Arizona's favored by 2.5. But for some reason, I think the Rams can beat the Cardinals. But I keep wanting to pick the Cardinals. You know what? I'm going Cardinals. Cardinals to win. 2.5 points is not a lot to cover. But it's going to be a good game. I think Cardinals are starting to play good ball. And we'll see. You never know. And that's my Week 14 picks. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend. Safe betting.